Alright, what's going on, guys? My name is Jay Money, and it's been a long time since we've last done a sit-down video like this. The last time we did one was like a few months, and the last time I did a video on this channel was basically when I did a video on details of my new stream, and I was showing off a bit of the new hodgepodge I had of my new hodgepodge. Well, there's things I need I guess I have to discuss about, and I think it's basically we have to discuss about. So, yeah, there is some, because there's some things I guess to discuss about. Number one, I didn't go to Xeno Dreamland because reason one, I did not have any transportation to and from, and two, I kind of just probably wouldn't have done very well. To be honest with you, because at that point I probably wasn't capable of even taking these games, having a good chance of winning games or taking sets off of people, like having at least made much of an impact in haven't even gotten close to even win a weekly yet. I haven't even gotten even close to placing for cash, so at weeklies or even monthlies at this point. So at that point, if I just went there, I pretty much probably would have been gotten too old and just spend the rest weekend watching tournaments and just chilling in a hotel room till Monday, at least, till Monday. And I could have done was taking a plane, which actually actually cost some money, and then, or taking a Greyhound bus, and turns out a Greyhound bus to Florida is basically worth some money. Not like if I went from Louisville to Indy, which is Louisville to Indy, or Louisville to Cincinnati, or Louisville to Chicago, which is pretty much cheap. But from Louisville to Orlando takes at least a day, a whole day to get to there to Laura, and there's a lot of stops along the way. It's just a long bus ride. And to me, I realized that basically that is not worth, and basically you have to be awake for 24 hours, which is going to be hard because then I'll hardly get any sleep. And by the time I get to the hotel, it'll probably be like midnight or 1 in the morning, so I have to get 6-7 hours sleep before I have to compete in a tournament. Before I compete in the tournament. And if I actually did, and basically, the people who pretty much win there pretty much are on the top of their game. So if I basically, and especially if I was on a stream, I probably would have been fucked up completely. I would just straight up be like be a 5-minute set, and just basically just be bodied on a stream against some random Mario or someone like Zero or Nairo, and basically it would be an embarrassing. I would look rather embarrassed to be on there. But honestly, I would probably just spend the rest of the weekend just watching the tournament and stay in a hotel room for that weekend, because it would probably not look like fun at all. So yeah, I might go back there next year, because by that point I'll probably have a car by this point next year I'll probably have a car, and I'll at least pretty much have my driver's license by that point, and probably have a car by then. So until then, probably shouldn't have. Probably, luckily enough, I was lucky enough to give my tournament spot in my hotel room to another player, actually. So luckily enough, his name was the person I gave a spot to was Daisy. He's a villager and a Mario main. Last time I've heard from him was last year. He used to play games in I don't know if he's still playing Bowling Green. He still plays games at Western, but sadly there was not much of a Smash 4 scene in Western last year. Then it was this last school year, and then the one 2 years ago when I first found out about it. So I don't know. So right now I'm pretty much watching. So right now I'm pretty much no. But he was mainly a villager main, so I gave him my spot in the tournament and my attorney spot and my hotel room for that weekend. And and honestly, it would have been probably was a fun weekend for him. Probably a fun weekend for him. So yeah, that's what happened. So that's what happened right now. I'm still practicing. I'm pretty much right now going to be still practicing Smash because I'm pretty much still practicing Smash, and I'm at least starting to win games, but I haven't tried to close out winning sets and stuff. I'm at least getting I haven't closed out sets where I win sets and stuff. So eventually I'm pretty much gonna try at least clutch out sets. I'm gonna at least try to clutch out some sets. I haven't closed out sets yet, so I hopefully when I actually do play in these tournaments where I'm starting at least winning games. I haven't pulled off winning sets yet, which is a big deal for me because I actually need to. So I'm working towards closing out sets. So until then, I'm at least improved since April, at least. But I know I need to push myself more and more to try at least progress farther into tournaments and stuff. At least where I can at least place high enough where you at least win, or at least are part of the payout percentage. And basically we learn. Recently, the panel dudes does the PR. Actually, at least clarified what tournaments count as PR and stuff, and all this and all the other things. What criteria helps let you know that you're in what constitutes helping you get into PR and stuff like that. So stuff like that actually is now I know what I have to do, what I gotta do, and all that stuff. I think now I can try at least learn. Alright, I have to try at least place high enough in tournaments like this, at weeklies and monthlies, at least, or at least look at the payout, see how many players takes for a payout and stuff like that, and look at, okay, I have to place around this percentage for payout, but this percentage basically gives me at least a bit of a higher status towards a slightly higher status. Like monthlies and weeklies and stuff, you can get forfeit monthlies and weeklies, but eventually I pretty much have to. Now I gotta do pretty good at at least decent, or if not better than, place higher than more players in a PR, and then I also have to beat players in PR to at least get ranked higher than them. At least get into that ranked PR. At least better chance of being in the PR, at least in sort of honorable mentions, or at least in the honorable mention side. But until then, I have to work towards playing But until then, I need to work towards playing against. Until then, I need to start by at least placing high and placing in tournaments, placing it well enough in these weeklies and monthlies and stuff like that. At least show that I'm at least coming up, or I'm at least high enough where you at least can consider yourself, in a sense, a tournament threat. That's basically the goal and mindset, to have at least plays high enough where plays consistently at tournaments, to the point where, like, I'm a tournament threat, and then if you push yourself to that, if you're at that limit of where you're a tournament threat consistently, where you could probably be a threat in tournaments, then later push yourself forward into that and try to get yourself into a bigger, higher plateau, then eventually work towards getting first or second in tournaments. Like, get first or second in tournaments. You have to have, like, try at least get your mindset towards goals and sets and goals. And that's what I'm trying to do right now, at least get into goals in that point. At that point, my goals was just pretty much just, I want to go out and play Smash. And I do want to go out of state and play at tournaments, but probably the closest ones I'll go to now is pretty much at Indianapolis and at Cincinnati, outside of Louisville, and then at least go to Lexington, which is outside of Louisville. So, in terms like that, I did go to a tournament called All Mid, which was in Newport, Kentucky, and honestly, that in terms of like what that tournament was like, it was actually pretty nice. It was in a party room. It had a projector where you can. It also had a projector and a staff for stream. They gave us pizza, which and all. It's at GameWorks in Newport, Kentucky. It's in a place called GameWorks. It's sort of like a Dave and Buster's type of place. It's basically a Dave and Buster's type of place. In the back they have a party room that was in the back, and they let us play. We had Smash Bros in there. My sister actually took me to that tournament, and to the tournament. And my sister pretty much did not feel like staying in all day and night at a tournament like this. I mean, I knew I wasn't going to do very good, but at least learning matchups and stuff. I'm at least trying to play against characters and stuff. Piece of advice: if you're going into a tournament at all, if you have a friend or brother or anyone like that, sibling, whatever you do, don't stand like right beside them. Like if you're at an end, like you're playing pools, and if the setup's at an end table, don't stand beside them or right in right in front of the TV. Because I was actually in the middle of a game with my sister. My sister was trying to get me like, hey, whenever you're done, like, meet me up front. Listen, if you actually recognize, here's the thing I told my sister, like, listen, if you recognize me next time, just stand behind me and wait till the game is actually done, and then let me know. Next time you do something like that, just what she did basically made me lose focus of the game, and I was pretty much losing at that point, but I could have had a chance to try a comeback. I could at least make some form of comeback and at least take, because who knows, I could have taken a stock and then try to set up like some form of comeback potential, had some comeback potential, and just may have actually won and could have won, but could have actually came back and won that game and then brought the game free. But at that point, it was alright then. But just a piece of advice: whatever you do, don't stand beside, don't stand right in front of a TV. Tries to get someone's attention. Just stand behind them and just wait till the game's over with. That's a good piece of advice, especially if I'm like, I get it, you're my ride, but still, like, just don't do stuff like that. Just letting you all know. So, in terms of like the gaming stuff, but let me move on with gaming. I'm currently saving money. Well, I created a GoFundMe campaign as of late to help me pay for a new computer tower, because my Hodgepodge couldn't. Because if you didn't know, the last video I did was stuff I recorded off of the Hodgepodge I did, and I did a little edited video about discussing about my stream. So now my stream, which you actually check, if you will check out, I'll post up on the screen. But at that point, when I actually did this, but when I started setting up stuff for like streaming, in terms of like setting up stuff for streaming, somehow the computer recognized that turns out my computer was not powerful enough for the Hodgepodge to do streaming, like recording and streaming, like both recording and streaming. So at that point in time, I couldn't be able to do it. Then by that point forward, I was not able to do any recording and or streaming at that point. It did not want to work at that point. So right now I am currently saving money, I'm saving right now $750 to build a computer, because eventually I need the first $200 is going towards buying, at least the first couple $100 is going towards buying a processor that's capable of working with the Hodgepodge, the processor like an i5 or an i7. So I also want to do webcam like I'm doing it with this here. Do webcam like this, like what I'm doing here, and then the other part is use this old computer tower that my family has, and build parts around and use the parts in that, and then I guess whatever parts needs to be bought built into that, and build a new custom built gaming computer tower out of that, and I use that money for that. All the money will go towards that. It pretty much, last I talked to the guy who would do it, the people who would do it said it was going to cost like at least $700. The $750, I'm asking for $750 is in case like any extra fees. It's basically to pay for any extra fees, like, just at least a little slight padding of money, a little extra money in case of any extra fees if possible. So, any extra fees or anything like to pay for some any extra parts, of course, any extra parts or any extra fees, service fees, stuff like just small stuff, like anything like small stuff. And you'll find that GoFundMe page in the description below in the video. And if you're, and I am gonna at least, and I'm gonna at least pay a part of this. I'm not asking everyone to just donate help donate $750, and not expecting me to pay for some of it. I am actually gonna pay at least for some of it too, because actually I'm gonna at least add this when I actually update this GoFundMe, update the campaign, and that is for every individual donation that goes through, I will chip in $5 additional to every donation. So if there are 20 individual donations that go through, I will chip in $5 additionally to every donation. So let's say this, there are 20 individual donations that went through, I will chip in $100, basically. So if $250 out of 20 donations happen, I will chip in $100 additionally. So it'll total be $350. $350 total at that point. So yeah, that's still going on. It's been out for about, I say 6 weeks at least. I say 6 weeks at least. Let me check. Actually, I actually have the app on my phone. Yeah, so I think I'll probably make an update on that, like anything like, so at least do stuff like that. I'll just add more stuff, these more details in time, but right now I haven't been able to do that. I've been busy with like a lot with work and I was finishing up with school, and just recently I had jury duty, so I just finished that term. Basically you get paid $12.50 a day for doing this. I basically get 5 days. So actually I actually put that $62.50 into the. Actually, I'll just do this. I'll actually start off with the donation. I'll actually put in $100 start off as this. How about this? To start off, I'll actually put in $100 just to start off with the campaign for the GoFundMe campaign. Is a smart idea. Smart compromise. So at that point, it'll be you just donate $650. So how about this is, I'll say this right here, right now. Actually, to start off, I'll put in $100 into the campaign. So from there, you guys help, and then just like I said there, I'll put in $100 to start off, and then $5 additionally and then I'll chip in $5 additionally to every individual donation. So from there, it's $650. So I'll pretty much put an update to the GoFundMe campaign and some other things to it, and I'll also add incentive goals to it. If you guys have any incentive goals you guys want to add of anything you want to add, like anything you like to add, like say, like for example, one goal incentive. One goal is, if for $100, I'll do a For Glory Iron Man on stream. On the first stream we do. Second one I'll do is I'll play a certain artist's music for for a whole stream. Like I'll play like the whole week, all Kanye West. Like one stream, all Kanye West, or a whole stream play all like, or play like all like country music, or something like that. Because basically, because in this case, I'll pretty much do, because I pretty much don't like, because I don't like the following music: country music and Justin Bieber. Anything with Justin Bieber, I will not listen to any of that. But in this case, I'll make this one donation goal. If we actually reach the big goal, Justin Bieber is going to be played on a stream, basically for basically a free 4-hour stream. I'm pretty much have no choice but to listen to all Justin Bieber music. Only Justin Bieber for an entire free 4-hour stream. I'm basically have to be in this room, door closed, no one walking in my room whatsoever, playing nothing but Justin effing Bieber for an entire week. Because basically, honestly, I would put a bullet in my head if I had to listen to him every single day. So, in this case, I will bear the pain of my soul and pretty much fight the feeling of not wanting to kill myself just by playing Justin Bieber in his room on blast. And then maybe like other goals, I'll do karaoke. I'll sing songs live on stream or I'm actually just throwing out a bunch of ideas. So if you guys got ideas of your own, let me know about it in the comment section below, or share it on Twitter. Tweet at me using the hashtag incentive goals, donation goals, anything like that. Please give me ideas to try. Please help me out with like donation goals for a GoFundMe campaign. Let me know about it in the comment section below. And share it to me on Twitter. And tweet at me on Twitter using the hashtag goal incentives. Give me ideas. Donation incentives. Something like that. Stuff like, just to help me out. I'm just swinging ideas. So, I guess let's move on. Am I going now? Now let's move on to stuff I'm going to at least do in the future. For my J Money Gaming channel, since I won't be able to use, I can record like Smash like I was doing, like just recording me on For Glory for 25-30 minutes just playing. What I'll probably do is I'll just upload replays of me playing with. I'm actually going to do is just upload a bunch of replays with me and me playing against other people, and some replays. I have a couple replays of some of my friends just ripping my soul, basically just ripping my soul out from under me, and in the most cold-blooded ways possible, especially with my friend Anton, who's basically just wrecks me every once in a while. I actually haven't played him a couple weeks in a while, so maybe I'll see if he actually is free. Actually, I'll probably see if he's free in the next hour or so, because I'll probably play Smash pretty soon, and just play with him for an hour and a half. So who knows? But right now, but yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just upload my replays. So I do have a few replays I actually have, and especially like one recent one, I actually played an okay Bayo player on For Glory named Lucas. I didn't record any of the. We played 5 games basically we just technically I just basically played as a 5 set with him, and we basically both exchanged back and forth wins and losses. I didn't like save any of the other games, but I saved the 5th and final game, which I actually won. At least before I actually, when I do so I actually put something down, like just at least a backstory, like when I edit this video. Like, alright, before I get started, I like to say is beforehand, I played this dude like 4 times before. We basically died 2-2, and basically I was ready to play him one last time, and this is 5th game. You know, at least a backstory, like, you know, at least something like played For Glory few. I don't know. I'll leave a description later on. But until then, I'll probably at least add stuff to it. At least make something work. You know, add stuff and etc. So until then, this is what it'll be. But yeah, until then, that's what it'll be. I don't know. I'll leave something to it in the future, when I actually upload it. But until then, that will be something I'll do. And also, I'm doing stuff with Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hybrid Fighting. I actually recorded myself with the microphone I'm using now. This new microphone I have, I basically have it for a month. I'll set it like a podcast type thing. I actually have like already, I say about, if I look at the menu here, I say there's about, if I look at it, yeah, I say at least about about at least 4 hours of me talking, of playing Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hybrid Fighting and doing a playthrough of each character, just discussing each character in the game. I say at least about 4 or 5 hours, and I actually have Vega and then Sagat to do. I actually need to do Vega and then Sagat, and then finally for when the first stream's back, I'll do is like a crazy boss rage sort of thing, where I'll play Bison. I'll play as Bison and take on final boss dickhead Bison in a 4-star turbo 4-star turbo 8-star difficulty, which is going to be hella hard and hella long, because then basically the game's going to go quick as shit, and then by the time you actually play, you could basically, if you normal Bison pretty much could probably kill you really quickly. But I'm also playing but not only am I playing as Bison, I'm pretty much playing against the whole game. I'm playing a whole arcade run, 8 stars. And if you don't know, Capcom, I'm playing against the 90s Capcom AI, and back in the day, the 90s Capcom AI were designed to take all of your money. All your money. They just, basically they act like a pimp. Like, basically they just be a pimp in these games. Just, where's my money at, bitch? Where's my money? Just, where's my money at? Just, it's gonna be it's gonna be frustrating as hell and long and torturous. So yeah, it's gonna be, but it's gonna be at least fun. It's gonna be at least, it's gonna be a long it'll be a long stream and a long video to do, because it'll be a fun video to do, because I'm pretty much gonna have to at least beat I have to beat at least every character in the game, at least win one game against. I have to win at least one best set of 3 rounds with a time limit going on, while it is fast beat, and the character basically will pretty much input read, and will just input read you like a mother. So, and actually I played Sagat, and actually I just did a run with Sagat, practice run with Sagat, in a 4-star triple difficulty, and Guile basically started input reading me like a mother, and I was playing at 2 stars. So yeah, that AI is quite advanced. We'll start getting quite advanced, and so basically it turned into like, but I still like only went through one continue. When I do this one, I'm pretty much I'm probably gonna be attempting this game at least a bunch of times. I mean, a bunch of times. We're doing this over and over and over again. I'm just saying this now. I will be frustrated. I will be broken. But in the end of it, I'll probably come out stronger out of it when we do this. And that's a big thing I will do. So until then, that's one thing that we'll do. I also have Injustice, the first Injustice on the Wii U. I probably won't have anything really much to do with it. I'll probably occasionally play it, and just basically just use the characters. Probably just play Green Arrow and Deathstroke just to, I don't know, just to pretty much just zone just to zone characters and shit out. Just barely just to zone out people and just shooting shit. Just do shit to the AI, just fuck with the AI and just not give. Basically, I'm just not gonna give no fucks at that point, because it's basically a game. I'll just occupy myself until I just get a PS4 and Injustice 2. It's basically what it's gonna be. I'm gonna get in just for Injustice 2, get a PS4 and play Injustice 2. Because actually, I have seen stuff with Sub-Zero on there, and he looks actually looks pretty nice in that game. He looks pretty nice as Sub-Zero is in that game. So at least working towards that. So yeah, I'm still gonna try at least give you guys content on this channel, on the JMoney Gaming channel. I'm gonna at least do some stuff with JMA Productions channel here. I'm at least try to I'm gonna at least clear out at least my stuff that's on my gallery, and at least apps I don't need and stuff. Main reason, and I pretty much will do that, because I get emails from Horbots at least every day, and some of them send nudes. They send me nudes. I'm actually telling facts here. So, and a lot of them take up a hell of space. And I'm basically like, okay, thanks for the news. I just pretty much spam them. Spam them. Just saying, if you guys, trust me, They're persistent as hell, but I mean, I respect your persistence, but ma'am, you need to stop with the nudes. So, hey, keep sending me nudes. So, all I say is to all the porn bots, keep sending me nudes. I'm gonna keep spamming you, and I'm gonna at least jerk off to those photos of yours, to your guys' photos. I pretty much have a lot at the point of basically, if I actually just did like a magazine of all news, pretty much we're good. I'm pretty much making some money off of it. I'm probably gonna make some good ass money off of it. I just need at least, I'll probably also get me Photoshop, and just, I'll probably do is get me Photoshop and just make it all work out. And just make a nice magazine and put that shit out on YouTube. And then put it out on, sell that magazine and make a quick buck. So a nice little adult magazine and put that out on, sell that magazine, make a couple quick bucks, make some photo editing out of it, just make something that works. Just find a way to make something work. Just saying, if you actually get news from a lot of these things, that's what you do. That's to be an exploit, in a sense. So, heads up, fellas. That's something you can do. Heads up. Okay, so let me move on there. I guess let's move on. So, if anyone's asking me, are you doing any WWE pay-per-views sometime soon? I probably have stopped watching WWE pay-per-views. Basically just watch Raw and SmackDown, and then I haven't really gotten a chance to watch pay-per-views because most of the time I'm usually playing weekly, and usually doing my Smash weeklies, and I'm pretty much there until like 8, and I just miss a pay-per-view. I'll watch it, but pretty much at that point in time, the pay-per-view has already happened live, and I already now know what happened, so there's no reason to react. I'll just be like, wow, so that's how the match got. So now, basically, if I watch it now, I pretty much just watch it and just be like, wow, that's really wait, that happened? I'm just like, oh, okay, so wait, that's how they ended the match? It just basically be boring to me. It would just be a pointlessly boring show. Showed me now. I mean, the only thing I'll probably watch is I'll probably do something for SummerSlam, and probably do like the big 4 pay-per-views like SummerSlam, WrestleMania, and Survivor Series, Royal Rumbles. I'll at least do the big pay-per-views, and then the B pay-per-views and I'll just not do much of the B pay-per-views, do any of the B pay-per-views, just do the big 4 pay-per-view events and the NXT TakeOver events, because at this point in time, there's not much reason to care, reason to at least talk about a lot of B pay-per-views and see how they all work and stuff. It wouldn't be as much entertaining to you guys as much as anything else. So I've kind of been putting at least some of the pay-per-view stuff. I'm at least going to try at least go back to doing pay-per-view live reactions in the future. But until then, there isn't going to be much on here soon. I mean, I'm going to at least try to do, I'll at least do SummerSlam. Start off, try to go back and do SummerSlam. But until then, I'm pretty much going to be focusing on watching, like, the big, I'm probably going to at least go back and I'll probably try to do stuff with, like, UFC. I will try at least, like, for example, Daniel Cormier and Jon Jones. Definitely going to be hyped to watch that fight. The Mayweather-McGregor fight, which is a big one. Who I think is going to win that one? I think McGregor can win that fight. And honestly, I've watched it recently. I've seen the trash talk that he's insane. I'm thinking, this is a really... I think, actually, in a way, Conor could probably beat him in the stand-up. Conor could probably beat him in the stand-up. And pretty much... And McGregor, he might not look like he's has that good of, like, boxing prowess, but he looks like he can actually box. He gets par with McGregor and beat him. With Mayweather and beat him. I say McGregor has a chance to beat him, and people saying the stuff like, "Oh my, like Conor, like Floyd has the best defense in all of game." Like Conor can pretty much beat someone. I mean, trust me. If there's a point where Conor can at least starts beating on Mayweather, can get Mayweather to break guards. People's guards can break. I'm just saying, like, because you can't hold your face up for so long, because eventually your arms. Basically, I kind of wouldn't just. I mean, cover your face, your arms. To me, I'm like, why are you gonna wait till they just let their arms down? I kind of understand why. Just keep punching your arms. So pretty much, eventually, you're breaking their arms. You're gonna break someone's arms, or I mean, they're probably gonna. Then they have to cover their body. It's pretty much. It's to me. I'm like, I say one hand focus, one hand on the body, one hand on the. I'm gonna at least focus on like one hand on the. I say this: just punch with. If you use your powerful, like your left hand, on the gut, while you're just tagging them in the face with a right jab, right, your lead hand. If you don't know how, like, if you're trying to figure out boxing and stuff, this is basically like in boxing. The orthodox stance is right hand, so basically left hand is lead, and your power hand, which is your right hand, is back behind your left, which is your lead hand, and your right leg is behind, while your left leg is forward. And basically you start off low on the ground, because most of your weight is on your feet. So when you are basically start approaching more, you are more on your feet, and then you approach, and then basically a lot of your stuff is from your legs. Basically, the control is from your legs, and kicks, basically everything, basically start low, and then work high. If you can beat someone low, that's why mostly a lot of people say work at the body. People say the big goal is like work at the body. Is bodybuilders. Bodybuilders do a heck of a lot more than trying to knock someone's heads off. So if you actually get someone, if you get them from the, if you work the body, they start taking deep breaths, and then at that point they even walk slow, and then basically they either gonna try to at least protect their body more, because you pretty much damage them at that point, at that area, and then on other things so this is orthodox. This is orthodox. Left hand forward, right hand back, and left leg forward. That's the lead leg. Southpaw, it's different. You're basically, in this case, your right arm's in front, left head's back, and your right leg is forward, left leg's back. And I mean, and same principle, go low. That's the southpaw. That's the southpaw stance, if you want to know. And it's kind of fun. And to me, it's like, I don't know if McGregor's southpaw fights southpaw or orthodox, but in terms of like that stance, I'm pretty much think I still think McGregor pretty much can fuck up Mayweather. I know that McGregor has that trash talk. And that's the thing. I love that trash talk. He is practically, that dude has that much good graces. Me, I'm like, he's practically, he's a good hype. He's basically his own hype man. He doesn't need Floyd. Pretty much, I kept listening to all the Floyd stuff. It's basically him saying the same crap. Basically saying the same stuff. He doesn't have anything. Conor, he hardly had any. He had playing material, so he has many stuff to say, and I think there's nothing to say about it. It's gonna be a fun fight to watch. I'm hoping to see it. I would pay $100 to see it, but I hope that they don't pay $100 to basically see two people hug, because I spent $100 on the Mayweather Pacquiao fight, and then they both hugged, and I was like, I spent $100 on a damn pay-per-view just to watch this crap, watch this happen. But see two grown men hug each other for basically 12 rounds. Basically, I'm pretty much sure Conor McGregor is gonna make sure that Floyd ain't gonna hug him. He's like, you better get that ass beat, son. Like, you are about to get that ass beat. And honestly, if they have a rematch, it practically has to be in the octagon. It's not gonna be back in the boxing ring. It's gonna be in the octagon. And trust me, Floyd would and then first round one, boom, is some head kick, and just him and Conor just beating Floyd down. I just say this: if Floyd wants a rematch, he ends his boxing career. He's gonna end his boxing career, and he says, "I'm gonna redeem myself. But this time, I'm gonna do it in your shit in a UFC fight." It'll be hilariously fun to watch, and that'll be easy for Conor. And it's like Conor ends basically Floyd's career in combat sports entirely. Conor McGregor becomes the biggest thing in combat sports history, and to me, that is a money fight. Honestly, that is pretty much the greatest money fight in all of this. Whoever is in the undercard for that event, they are proud. Which they're also getting a big payday out of it too. They won't get as much as like Mayweather McGregor numbers, but they're pretty much getting at least $1 million or at least a couple million or something out of that. So if you get on that Mayweather McGregor undercard, you're pretty much gonna get you're at least gonna get paid at least a good amount of money. Honestly, I don't know. I'm hoping it's gonna be good. I really don't want to spend $100 on. I think people don't want to spend $100 on a fight just a whole fight of two men hugging. Just make this a actual fight. Someone better be knocked out, or it's not. Either be knocked out, or it ends in a decision where they just basically after being. I'm okay if somehow goes to a decision. Don't make it end by somehow by two men hugging each other. Just end it with two men after two ends, either a knockout or after both of them just beat the absolute fucking shit out of one another. Just said fuck defense, just swing for the fences and just try and knock each other's heads off. I'm just saying, trust me, if you guys talk all this shit, one of you better try to knock each other's ass out. I'm just saying. Try and knock each other's heads off. I'm just saying. That's my thing. That's my philosophy in all of combat sports. If people talk shit, if you say you will knock someone's ass out, knock someone out in the first round, you better back that shit up and try and knock his ass out. Swing for the fences. That's what I'm saying. Especially, I play Street Fighter. I don't want to see somehow every game ending in a timeout. I play fighting games. Trust me, I don't like games ending in a timeout. I like to see two people try to knock each other's goddamn, just press buttons and just beat each other till one of their life bars are out. That's what I'm saying. Let's go. How do we get to this? But you guys know what I'm saying. At least this fight has to be good. I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it's fun. I'm hoping it's everything it's hyped up to be. That's all I have to say about that. So let's move on to some stuff. I'm also gonna at least try. I'm actually eventually gonna at least do something like stand up types. I'm at least writing some materials and stuff. At least working for some stand up. I'm at least working on the right type of jokes and stuff. So, and I'm actually thinking of doing something like that. When I actually do stuff like that, I'm at least put that in make a video of that. Me doing stand up, just some open mic night or something like that. Just me making some jokes and stuff. So I'll let you guys know when that happens. All right. So don't worry. I'll let you guys know when there's something like that happens. So until then, just keep up. I'll keep you guys up with information on that one. In a while, I've actually also wanted to probably, you might see the return of J Money the rapper. You also might see some R&B in this and rap, I don't know. You might see the return of that in the future. So, let's just say I'm at least going to make this, the rest of the year at least in a positive way, and at least make something out of it. No, at least have something, make something good out of it before I turn 21, at least before I turn 21, and then have fun and enjoy life and stuff. Something I don't know. I'll at least let you guys know. But hey, I'm Jason Johnson. You guys, thank you guys for watching this video. My most recent video is probably on the screen here. I'll leave you guys in on a link to my gaming channel on the screen. Everything else. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment if any ideas for any future videos on either the JMA production channel or on the J Money Gaming channel. What games you guys want to see on the J Money Gaming channel? Share this with your friends. Subscribe to the channel for more to get an update on these videos and more. Till then, I'm J Money. See you guys next time. Till then, peace.